Okay, so as you worked out from the last sort of film, if you want to call it that I tried to act in, I'm not sure if it's acting, it's just sort of talking at the camera really. But the whole point behind that one was the idea that if you've got a comedy film, you've typed the word comedy in once before, then don't type it in again. And so what we're going to do this time is, that you may recall obviously I have this table of DVD, just to remind you here that it's Borat and comedy. But the whole point is this: if I were to now put in, let's say, Superbad, well, I don't want to have to type the word comedy in again. And some people are saying, well, copy and paste it. No, it doesn't work that way. What we're going to do is we're going to change this almost like a drop-down, well, almost like it will become a sort of a drop-down list. And to do that, I'm going to show you what happens. I'm going to have to delete this record, I think, because I think I might have set those to be required. So let's just get rid of that one and press yes. And now what we're going to do is just going to close that table down. We'll do another table in design view, and I'm going to call this genre ID. Again, I'm going to make this just an auto number, and I'm just going to put genre in here. And again, I'm going to make this the primary key, and let's simply now save the table. TBL underscore genre is what I'm going to call that. Always TBL at the beginning, don't forget those. And I think what we'll do now is just put in comedy, and we'll put action, and we'll put drama, and I'm sure you can kind of work out the rest for yourself, but I'm not going to carry on putting on lots and lots and lots of different types of films. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to actually, whilst we're at it, create table in design view, I'm going to put certificate ID. I'm going to make this one an auto number and the primary key, and we'll put certificate, which we can't spell right, Kate, and again we'll make this a text field again. I think here, didn't think about my genre one. Let's go back and change that in a moment. Let's make that 3 characters, and we'll do that. Press yes, TBL, and we'll have certificate. And I didn't spell that right again. Certificate. There we go. Press OK, and of course the certificates go U, then they go PG. I think I'm right. It should go 12A, then a 12, then a 15, and then an 18. Now some of you might be thinking, why are you doing this? What, at the end of the day, why didn't you just do it as a normal drop-down list, a normal lookup wizard on the here we go, table of DVDs. Well, the thing is, as you'll see a little bit later on, we can put this into a form, and then if a new certificate came out, we can do it all via forms. If it wasn't, if a new certificate came out and we didn't have this as a separate table, you'd actually have to go into the structure of the database to alter it. And when you're sort of running a video DVD type thing in the real world and you don't understand how to build databases, you don't want to go inside Access to have to change things around. So although this probably doesn't make too much sense at this moment in time, in the later videos you will understand that it's a sensible idea to actually store this in a separate table and subsequently on a separate form that we displayed on. So I'm just going to close this one down now. And let's go back now to our table of actually, I'll tell you what, because I want to do that correct. Let's go into our design of genre, and I did say that I want to change that from 50. I don't know, action, comedy, romance. Let's go 15 characters, probably the tops on that one. Yep, we'll save that. Oh, that's fine. So, table of DVD, let's go back into the design of that. What I'm going to do this time is genre. Now, let's do it this way. You can do it through the forms, actually, using a combo. But for the moment, what we're going to do is just go lookup wizard. And this time, I want to look up the columns, look up the type values in a table or query. In this case, in a table. So I'm going to press next. Genre. I'm going to press next. And it's going to say to me, what do you want to appear in the drop-down list? So we're going to put both of those in there, show you what happens. Press next. How do you want to sort it? I think we should do it on the genre, kind of alphabetical, action, adventure, comedy. I think that order. Ascending looks good. Press next. And it says hide key column recommended. Well, what's the key column? Just to show you, actually it's the genre IDs 213. In our drop-down list, we don't want the 213 to actually sort of appear. We just want action, comedy and drama. So we'll hide that. We'll take their advice there. And what label would you like for your lookup column? I'm just going to leave it as genre, to be honest with you. Yes, we'll do that. And I'm going to press finish. I'm going to press yes. Oh, the contents of the field were deleted. Never mind. Just press yes for them. You'll see what happens in a moment. So certificates, same principle. Lookup wizard. Use table. Lookup column to look up the values in a table, I should say. Next. Which table? Table certificates. Next. Put them both in. We press next. How do you want to sort it? I think I'm going to leave it on the certificate ID because I kind of got them in the right order anyway. You'll see in a moment. If I'd done it on the certificates, PG, because that's kind of like in a logical kid age order. If I'd done it on the certificate and sorted it numerically, alphabetically, it might have been sort of messed up a little bit. So I'm going to leave it like that one. Well, I'm going to hide that key column. I'm going to press next, and I'm going to leave that as my label and press finish. Okay, let's show you why we did this. Let's just close. No, let's go into datasheet view. Borat, genre. You can pick from the list. Certificate 15. I never have to type comedy in again. Super bad. It's a comedy. It's a 15 certificate. Frankie Boyle. We won't put the full title. Well, Frankie Boyle Live we'll put. Again, it's a comedy. It's an 18 certificate. This is the whole thing. I'll just expand that a moment. If you've typed something in once, don't type it in again. Use these ideas of combo. Well, it will combo set on, but this is simple lookup wizards. This way, you're going to stop the misspelling of comedy. So someone might put, for example, if I'm typing in, I might spell it C-O-M-D-Y. Okay. I can't do that, but the whole point is it stops me from typing in something that's incorrect. Also, just one little thing here, you'll notice that it goes 1, 3, 4, 5, and people seem to get really upset. Where's the number 2? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in the slightest that it's numerically out of order. In fact, I'm going to delete this one. Oh, won't let me because I put something in there. I'll just put DDD, and we're going to delete that one. And if I was to put another record in now, it would automatically come up with number 6, but it doesn't matter. Don't worry. People seem to get very upset. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It must go that way. No, it can just go 1, 3, 4, 6. That's fine. In fact, got to put something in there again because it was required. Anyway, let's delete that record. What we'd like you to do is put the 3 tables, use those lookup wizards, and to double check that you got it right, let's go to the relationships here, and you can see these relationships have been established. This is something we'll talk about a little later on, about enforcing referential integrity. I'm not going to bother with that now. I just want you to make those 2 particular tables and link them all together, and actually what we get, let's move these around so our entity relationship diagram looks nice. We end up with something that looks a little bit like this. Okay? Super. Off you go.